Okay, so let's start this session. We are going to do sequences in series first. In sequences in series, we are going to start with arithmetic progression. I've tried to compile as many questions which may be relevant for you from examination perspective. Okay. So what is an arithmetic progression? In arithmetic progression, we all know that the first term is called as A. Okay, let me use a blue pen here. First term is called as A and D is called the common difference. That is, you have something like 2, 5, 8, then you can automatically guess the next term, correct? Next term has to be 11 because you all know that I am adding 3, adding again 3, adding again 3. So this number by which it is increasing is common. So it is called as the common difference. Okay, and the first term is called as A. Now here when you want to find the nth term, we call it as Tn, which is nothing but A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay. So if I want to find the fifth term, we know that the fifth term here is 11 plus 3, 14. But what do? We say T5. T5 is the fifth term. A plus n minus 1 into D. A is 2 plus n minus 1 is 5 minus 1, 4 into D is 3. 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 2 is 14. That is how we arrive at it. Okay. So we have two questions here, question number 1 and question number 2. I am just numbering it here. When I am mailing it to you, I will format it a little bit more better and then send it to you. Okay. Okay, the first question. So one of you just read it. Shall we have somebody to read it for today? Who wants to read? Harihara Prasad, you want to read the first two questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Find the seventh term of the AP 8, 5, 2, minus 1, minus 4.
So you want to find the T7th term. So T7th term means
Yes.
what? A plus 6D, right? A plus 6D, all of you solve along with me simultaneously. A plus 6D, A is 8 plus 6 into D. What will D be? It is a decreasing AP. 8 then 5, so it is minus 3.
Minus 3.
So you have 8 minus 18. So answer is minus 10. Okay. So this is one type of question. This is very basic question that I put, but these kind of basic questions also come under this topic. Okay. Like I told you, it is from part C. In part C, sequences and series, permutations and combinations, calculus and set functions and relations all put together will come for 16 marks. So what we have done yesterday and today what we are going to do put together will come for 16 marks. Okay, that's the weightage. Okay, let's continue.
If 5th and 12th term of an AP are 14 and 35 respectively, find the AP.
Yes. So 5th term, T5 and T12 they have given you. Okay. So T5th term is 14, T12th term is 35. So what is this AP? So here 5th term is nothing but A plus 4D, 12th term is nothing but A plus 11D. Okay. So this is equal to 14, this is equal to 35. So we will solve it like a simultaneous equation. This will become minus, minus, minus. So calculate the value. A and A will get cancelled. 11 minus 4 is 70. 70, 35 minus 14 is 21. There is a negative on both the sides. I am making it positive. So D is equal to 21 by 7, which is 3. D is a positive 3. So we have the value of D. The value of A we can find by substituting here. A plus 4 3s are 12 is equal to 14. So A is equal to 2. So your AP becomes 2, 5, keep adding like that, 8, 11, which is what we had written initially, that kind of AP. In the exam they will be giving you options, so you will be able to easily do it. Okay. Coming to the next question, the third question. Okay, we have let's have another person. Jay Kishan, you want to read?
No, no, doubt now.
Yeah.
The second question,
Third one. Second.
14 minus, second one,
The third one. Third.
14 minus, no, ma'am, I have a doubt in second one.
Okay.
14 minus 35 is minus 21, ma'am.
Minus 21. This is also minus. 11 minus 4d is also minus.
Okay,
So both minus
yes,
minus become plus.
okay, okay.
The next question.
Which term of AP 3 by root 7, 4 by root 7, 5 by root 7 is up to is 17 by root 7?
Right. So what is the common difference out here? Okay. So which term of the AP is 17 by root 7? This is your next question. So what is your A value is 3 by root 7. D value is 4 by root 7 minus 3 by root 7, which is 1. Correct? How you should calculate D? Whenever you have doubt, you write it as 4 by root 7 minus 3 by root 7. So the answer is 1 by root 7. Okay, not 1. If you write only 1, it will not come. You should write 1 by root 7. This is the value of D. So which term is 17 by root 7? by root 7. So how do you calculate that? So t nth term. So we'll say a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 17 by root 7. My a value is 3 by root 7. N minus 1 you keep it as it is. D value is 1 by root 7. This is equal to 17 by root 7. Okay. Now here both the places root 7 common. Here also root 7 common. We can cancel it. So it will become 3 plus n minus 1 is equal to 17. So n minus 1 is equal to 17 minus 3, 14. N is equal to 14 plus 1, 15. So 15th term of the AP is 17 by root 7. Are we clear? Let's go to sum to n terms formula. Sum to n terms is when we are adding n number of terms. So we can use two formulas, either this or this. Let me read the formula. You have n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or your sum can be n into within bracket you have a plus l. L is the last term of the series. Okay, this whole thing divided by 2. So let's do 4, 5 and 6 under this category. Okay. Okay, the next person can read that. Kamalashri.
Yes, ma'am.
Read the next 3 questions. Question number 4, 5 and 6.
Yes, ma'am. The sum of n terms of an AP is 3n square plus 5n. The series is?
Okay. So they have given you the sum of first n terms of a series. Okay. And you are supposed to find the series. So now what we can do is, one second. Let's get the board ready. Okay. If you look at this, it is increasing by 6, increasing by 6, increasing by 6, and this is increasing by this. They've clearly told you it's an AP, so it should have a common difference. So 22 minus 8 is 14. So 14 plus 22 is 36, not 42. So this is not in the series. Come to the next one. 68 minus 22 is 46. 46 plus 68 is 114. So both A and C are in AP. So we will test only these two. Okay. So let us come to Sn. Sn is given to us as 3n square plus 5n. So let me find out S1, S2, S3. Okay, all of you do it along with me. S1, S2, S3. S1 means substitute 1. 3 into 1 square is 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Now S2 will be 3 into 2 square is 4. 4 plus 5 2s are 10. So here you will have 12 plus 10 equal to 22. S3. S3 will be nothing but 3 into 3 square is 9 plus 5 into 3. So 27 plus 15, that is equal to 42.
Option B.
No, this is the trap. This is where students end up getting negative. So see how option B is designed. Look at the values you got and look at the, we should not hurry in ticking option B. Okay. So option B, see, first itself I eliminated because it is not in AP. That is why I eliminated it. Okay. Now these are all sum. These are not the terms. This is not T1. This is not T2. This is not T3 that you got. This, what you got is sum. So sum of first one term alone is 8. So your first term is 8. Second term is T2 is nothing but S2 minus S1. That is the sum of the second term minus the first term. So 22 minus 8. What is that? How much is it? 14. So you will have 14 here. Okay. Third term. T3 will be sum of the third term minus the second terms. 3 terms, sum of 3 terms minus sum of 2 terms. So 42 minus 22 will give you 20. Now you check which option it is matching. Option A. Are you all following me here?
Yes, ma'am.
So you should not be you should not be in a hurry to tick option B. Option B is not correct. I showed you why in the beginning itself we should eliminate it. Okay, that is the reason. These are called as trap questions. These are called as trap questions where students end up getting negative. Okay, so although you may know the concept, but if you don't have adequate practice, then if you don't get, you need to highlight these things. So when you have your textbook, there you need to write with a red pen so that before the day of the examination you revise these kind of points and know that you will make errors here. So let's go to the next question, Kamalashri.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
The pth term of an AP is Tp minus 1 by 6. The sum of the first n terms of the AP is
Sn is equal to question mark. So they have given you the Tpth term. How will you find Sn? Sum of n terms in this AP. So sum to n terms of this AP. So let me find T1. T1 I can find by substituting the value 1 here. So 3 minus 1 by 6 is 2 by 6. Okay, let me find out T2th term. Okay, I can either do that or what I can do is I can find out S1. Okay, S1 I can find out by taking these options and substituting it here. So let me substitute 1. I will not try option A because there is no divided by here, whereas I need it divided by 6 in this, right? So I will either try option B or option C. So let me try both the options. Let me draw here. Let me write n by 12 into 3n plus 1, and here let me write n by 12 into 3n minus 1. Okay, let me substitute 1 here. So when I substitute 1, I will get 1 by 12 within bracket 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 by 12. Okay, if I simplify this term, what I get is 1 by 3. If I simplify this also, I get 1 by 3. So my answer is option B. Are we clear? Any doubts? Okay, I assume we are clear. Go to the 6th problem, Kamalashri.
Yes, ma'am. The first and the last term of an AP are minus 4 and 146. The sum of the terms is 7171. The number of the terms is...
Okay, in this question they have given you A. First term is -4, last term is 146. Sum of terms Sn is given to you as 7171. Now what is the number of terms? What is the formula that you have learned? There are two formulas, right? One is n by 2 into A plus L. This is also Sn formula. We will use this particular formula. Okay, question is asking us to find n value. Okay, only n is missing, all the other values are given to us. Okay, so when we find that, it will be n by 2 within bracket A plus 146 is equal to 7171. So use your calculator, quickly find out and tell me what value do you get here.
N is 101, option A.
7171, what you will do is 7171 into 2. Okay,
Yes.
so n into this minus this is 142. 142 is equal to 14,342. So n value is 14,342 divided by 142. So when you divide it, you will get your answer, that is 101st term. So answer is option A. Okay, so let's go to the next set of concept, that is finding arithmetic mean. Okay, so in arithmetic mean kind of questions, what will happen is they will ask you to insert 4 arithmetic means. In this question I have just given one arithmetic mean. I don't know how I missed to add more questions. Maybe it will come later. Okay, so let's check that. Here I am just saying find the arithmetic mean between 4 and 10. 4 and 10, the arithmetic mean. AM formula is nothing but add the two terms, 4 plus 10 by 2. It's average. Simple average is called as arithmetic mean. Okay, so 4 plus 10 is 14 by 2, which is 7. This is the concept of arithmetic mean. Then here I have given some formulas. Okay, so what are the formulas that we have here? Sum of first n natural numbers. What is the sum of first n natural numbers? Natural numbers means the first number is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, starting like this up to n. So formula for that is n into n plus 1 by 2. Sum of first n odd numbers. Odd means 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 and so on up to assuming the last one is n. So when you find the sum of these numbers, it is n square. Now sum of first n even numbers. Do you all know the sum of first n even numbers? Anybody knows? And your d is also 2. So you can work out Sn using that also. You don't know the n number of terms, you can do n by 2. Within brackets you can say a plus n minus 1 into a value is 2 here, n minus 1 into 2. So now when you simplify this, you will get n by 2 within bracket 2 plus.
Ma'am, that's 2a, ma'am. N by 2 into 2a plus 1 into 2.
Yeah, so 2a, 2 2s are 4 you will get it. So you get 4 here plus 2n minus 2. This is what you will get.
Then we will get n into n plus 1, ma'am, answer.
You can, what I am trying to tell you is you can solve it like a AP itself.
Ma'am, here n won't be n minus 1, ma'am.
The 2 common you can take it out. This and this will get cancelled. N into n plus 1 you will get as the
Ma'am, n we won't take as n minus 1, ma'am.
No, the question is sum of n even numbers. When I'm arriving at a formula, we can use this.
Okay, ma'am.
So it it depends on the question. If the question says the last term is n minus 1, you take here n minus 2 here. Accordingly, you just change that. So that doesn't matter. They will tell you how many terms. No, so they'll tell you the sum of the first 5 even numbers or sum of first 6 even numbers. Okay, if they tell you sum of first 6 even numbers, you will take 6 here. 6 into 7. 6 into 7 will be 42. So sum of the first 6 even numbers is 42. It is like that. 2, 4, 6, 8 and 12. So you have 6 numbers. You just add the 6 numbers and see how much you get. This is 10, this is 20, this is 30. 30 plus 10 is 42. So it is matching with this. So this formula is correct. So we can use this. Are you understanding? Are you understanding what I am coming to?
Yes, ma'am.
That's all.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't remember this formula, don't worry. I was just trying to derive a formula for even numbers. What would happen? I think there is some mistake that we have done in this particular calculation. That is why it is coming with a negative. That I will check later. So don't worry about this part. So if this is not coming, you just leave it. But this is anyway AP. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 will be an AP. So A will be 2, D will be 2, assuming you are starting with 2. Then use the regular formula for sum to n terms, which you have here, and then accordingly calculate. Then you will get the formula as n into n plus 1 by 2. If the question is asking for a formula, but if the question is asking for you to actually calculate the first 6 even numbers or first 5 even numbers, then you can just substitute and then calculate. Okay. Anyway, here when you are writing, if you keep it, if you have it written, no, it will be very handy for you. In the examination, if you learn these set of formulas, and the sum of cubes of first n natural numbers is also easy. Sum of cubes of first n natural numbers is same as this with a whole square. That is the additional with a whole square. Sum of the squares of first n natural numbers is n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Are we understanding? Shall we go to the next set of questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's go to the miscellaneous, a few miscellaneous questions. Okay. So let's start with this. It's not any example 1 or anything. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. Okay, so who wants to read? Somebody else? Karen Thomas?
Yes. Example 1. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Divide 69 into 3 parts which are in AP and are such that the product of the first 2 parts is 483.
Okay, normally no, these kind of questions become very easy when you have options. Okay, so if you have options, all you're going to do is just check with the options. So divide 69 into 3 parts. Option A, option B, option C, option D, let's say is none of these. So all you do is just put your system on mute. Yeah. So all you have to do is just add the 3 values that are given in the options. It will be equal to 69 and multiply the first 2 parts and check whether it is equal to 483. Just check, just do option testing. Option testing is the best to do in these kind of questions. Okay. If at all you want to solve, I would strongly suggest don't solve it because it will be time consuming. Okay. So it will be something like we will have to assume A minus D into A and A plus D. These are the 3 terms. So if I add all the 3 terms, I will get 69. Okay. So when I add all the 3 terms, the D and the D will get cancelled. Naturally, I will get a 3A. 3A is equal to 69. So A is equal to 69 by 3. 69 by 3 is how much? 23. So you've got the middle term as 23. Your first term a minus d we don't know. So first term will be 23 minus d. Okay. So now the product of the first two parts is 483. 483 means 23 minus d into a which is 23. This is equal to 483. Using this you will be able to get the value of d. So what you have to do is 23 into 23, 23 square is 529 minus 23d is equal to 483. So bring this to the other side. So 23d becomes positive. 529 minus 483 will give you 46. So d is equal to 46 divided by 23, which is 2. So now that you've got the value of d, your previous term will be 21, 23 and the next term becomes 25. This is how you get the answer when you solve it. Are we clear? But the best thing to do for these kind of questions is option testing, because all of you have a calculator with you handy. So whenever you have a calculator, all you have to do is just look at the options and add the 3 and see if it is equal to 69. Whichever is not equal to, you eliminate those options. Okay, then you check the second one, the product, the first two terms of that, like 21 into one of your options. Let's say option A is 21 and 23. Okay, all you will do is 21 plus 23 plus 25 is 69. See, students in class, if you remember, I want you to recollect and tell me, I had taught you a shortcut how to add these numbers without a calculator. Quickly. Anybody remembers? Let's see how far you remember these short tricks and tips which was given. All you have to do is the middle number into 3. 23 into 3. If you don't have a calculator and you do have a calculator in the exam, but even faster is always relying on your brain. Okay. So 22 into 3 is how much? Is nothing but 69. So this is adding up to the 69. Now 483, the first and the second, 21 into 23 will give you 483. It is satisfying that also. So therefore the answer is option A. You will take that. This is how you will do option testing. Okay. And not only that, you also check whether the numbers are in AP. Yes, 2. Yes. Some options get eliminated right away because they are not in AP. So option testing is the best way to do these kind of problems. Okay. Come to the next question. Read. Continue, Karen.
Ma'am, ma'am, can you explain that after the step of A minus D?
The step?
After that, ma'am. 23 minus D into 23, how will get?
Product of the first two parts, no? This is the first,
Okay,
and then this is the second part. So the first part into the second part I am multiplying.
Okay, ma'am.
That's how we get 483.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Now I'll read.
Yeah, continue.
Okay. The sum to infinity of the series minus 5, 25, minus 125, 625 can be written as?
Okay. Why I included this question is because look at the terms. One is positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. So whenever you have something like that, you have to be very careful in selecting your options. Okay. So if you want positive, negative, you should not select option B at all, because option B will give you only positive. Okay, because it is positive 5 power k. Option C and option A, the difference is this has got a bracket, this doesn't have a bracket. The meaning of not having a bracket is all the terms are negative. Okay, because 5 power k with a negative it will be. So this meaning is all are negative. So therefore we will not select option C also. Option A, the impact of option A is minus 5 raised to the power of 1, minus 5 raised to the power of 2, minus 5 raised to the power of 3. So this all the odd power will give you negative. You get negative here, whereas even power will be positive. So alternatively you see here odd is all, once again sorry. So all the odd powers are all negative and all the even powers are all positive. So that way this satisfies. Okay. So k is equal to 1. So first you start with the number 1 here. That is the meaning of this. Summation k is equal to 1 up to infinity. Up to infinity this is going. So it's giving you a dot 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 dot. Are we clear? So our answer we will select option A. Okay. Next question.
The mth term of an AP is n and nth term is m. The rth term of it is?
Yeah. The mth term is n, the nth term is m. So what is the rth term? What is tr? Okay. Mth term is nothing but a plus m minus 1 into d. This is equal to n. The nth term is a plus n minus 1 into d, which is m. Now let me solve the two simultaneously. This will become a minus, this will become a minus, it will become a minus here. So n minus m on the right hand side. On the left hand side these two will get cancelled. Here you have a d common. So within bracket you will be having m minus 1 minus n plus 1. So plus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. What you have is a m minus n. So this side I am going to rewrite it as m minus n with a minus outside. Okay. So you already have a m minus n. So if I cancel these two, I will be left with d value as minus 1. The moment we get the value of d, we can find out the value of a by substituting here. Okay. What is the value of a? A plus d is minus 1. So when I multiply, I get a minus m plus 1. This is equal to n. So a value is nothing but n plus m minus 1. Bring it to the other side. So we have d value, we have a value. Now these two we will substitute it here. Okay, trth term, that is a plus r minus 1 into d. Okay, all of you keep writing along with me, because that will improve your concentration and you will not have difficulty, why this step is done, because when we just listen, no, we will miss out. But when we are writing, our concentration is much better. So let's substitute a. N plus m minus 1 plus r minus 1 into d. D value is minus 1. Okay. So this will give you n plus m minus 1 minus r plus 1. So plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. You are just left with n plus m minus r. This is the value of your rth term. So you can just check if it is matching with your options. N plus m minus r. So it's not matching with the options. I think there could be a mistake in typing. So let me just check if it's a typo. Yeah, option D. Option D in this question was m plus n minus r. That is the mistake. It's a typo here. Okay, option D in this question was m plus n minus r. So we'll be ticking option D. And what was option C? M plus n plus r by 2. This was option C. So it's a typo. Answer is option D. Okay, can we proceed? Question number 4. Please read.
Yes, ma'am. The nth term of the series whose sum to n terms is 5n square plus 2n is?
Correct. So the question is giving you sum to n terms. Okay. Sum to n terms is 5n square plus 2n. Now the question is asking nth term. Nth term means Tn. Tn, how do we calculate? A plus n minus 1 into d. You're supposed to find the nth term. For that, don't we need a and d? Because in this we have all in terms of n. So n is okay. Anyway, you can't find n because it's the nth term. but you can find the value of A and D using the method that you learned some time back. What was the method you learned? Let me erase a little bit. In the method you found out S1, S2 and S3. So can you all quickly calculate S1, S2 and S3? So what is S1, what is S2, what is S3? In fact, you don't need S3 also. S1 and S2 are sufficient. This is not necessary.
Ma'am, S1 is 7 and S2 is 24.
24.
S2 is how much? 2 square is 4, 4 5s are 20, 20 plus 2 2s are 4. So 24 is your S2. So what is your A value and what is your D value? Anybody?
Ma'am, A is 7.
Correct.
Sorry. Okay. Then
A2 is 17, ma'am. So 10, ma'am. D is 10.
Correct. You have to calculate. This is your A, or your first term is 7. Your second term is 24 minus 7. 24 minus 7. This is where I want you all to take a red pen out and mark this once again. 24 minus 7 is how much? 17. This is your second term. D is nothing but T2 minus T1. Please mark this with red, because very often students make mistake here of just writing 17 as the D. It is not 17. It is 17 minus 7, which is equal to 10. 10 is supposed to be your D value. Okay. So this is the place where you should mark in red. So when you revise, it will come so sharp to your eyes that, oh, this is, I should keep a note. Before the day of the examination, if you make a note of all these red pen marks itself is good enough. Your 5 or 6 errors that you are likely to make, if you avoid itself, you will get a good score. Because the other concepts, majority of the concepts, all of you know, right? The majority, like finding SN, finding all those things, majority of you know. But where you are likely to make a mistake, see, I am telling you this from my experience of scoring in maths. I have been scoring centum during my school life and also subsequently in other exams. That is because of this particular, when we learn the first time in class or when we are practicing at home, this red pen technique of always marking. The moment you do a mistake, I mark it. Then I know why I have done that mistake, where my thinking went wrong. So the next time when I am doing and I am going to be revising, so that mistake comes to my eyes, I avoid that mistake. Maybe some other new mistake we might do, but that's okay. That new mistake again we will keep marking. So when we keep on practicing, all our mistakes get reduced. That is why we should never say I made a silly mistake in the examination. It's a lack of practice mistake. The moment you practice less, you will be making more of such kind of mistakes. Okay. So let us just calculate now. A value you have got, D value you have got. So the nth term is we are going to substitute in this particular formula. 7 plus n minus 1 into D is 10. Expand this, 7 plus 10n minus 10. So this will give you 10n minus 3. This is your nth term. So if at all question is asking you, this is the nth term, so find the third term, find the fourth term, whatever it is, you just put the number here, you will automatically get that term. Okay. Let's go to the next question, fifth question. Yeah, continue, Karen, read it.
Yes, ma'am. The four numbers in AP whose sum is 24 and their product is 945 are.
So this I told first question vis-a-vis fifth question. This is without choices. I gave you this with choices. So when there is a choice, what you're going to do is just check. Just look at each option. Is this an AP? Yes. Is this an AP? Yes. Is this an AP? 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 4, 13, 13. So all three are in AP. That is the first check. So the AP check is done. Come to the second one, 24. Is it 24? 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9. So just check that. How much do you
yes,
get?
ma'am.
5 plus 3 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 9 is 24. So it is matching. Product is 945. Just take your calculator and multiply. 3 into 5 into 7 into 9 gives you 945. So go ahead with option A.
Okay.
Option A is your answer. Don't even check this. So see how much time it takes when you have options. So option testing is the best way to do these kind of problems. question number 1 and question number 5. I have also shown you how to solve it, but I would prefer you all to do option testing. It will save time and reduce the errors also. Okay. Any doubts? Somebody wanted to ask something? Okay, let's go to geometric progressions. So I've tried to add some more questions towards the end for all put together, you know, miscellaneous questions I've put. Let's see how much ever we are able to solve, we will solve now. Okay. Let's go to geometric progressions. In geometric progression, the nth, how the series will look like is, it will be something like this. It will be, first will be 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32. What is the next number? 32 into 2, 64. So like that you can predict the next number, but this is not called as common difference, it is called as common ratio. So common ratio means you will be multiplying. First term is called as A, second term is called as AR. So there is a common ratio. This R is called as a common ratio. So how we define the nth term is Tn is equal to AR power n minus 1. Okay. So the fourth term of the series of, so in this question, this is the first question here. So let's do this first question. Okay, we'll have the next volunteer for this. Kausalya, you want to read?
Yes.
Yeah, read.
The fourth term of the series 0.04, 0.2, 1 and so on is.
Yeah. So these are the terms that you have. So the question is asking you to find the fourth term. What you need to do is the second term T2 divided by T1 will give you the value of R. So 0.2 divided by 0.04 will give you the value of R. So what is that? It is 5.
5, ma'am.
So now you want to find the fourth term. Fourth term will be third term multiplied by common ratio, right? Common ratio R. So 1 into 5. So the next term becomes 5. Third term, not 3, it means the third term. Okay. T3. T3 is 1. 1 multiplied by R is 5. When you multiply these two, you will get the answer as 5. Are you clear? Next question, some typo error. 1 second, let me see what is the question. Between 1 by 9 and 9. The question is 1 by 9 and 9. So shall we do this? Insert 3 geometric means between 1 by 9 and 9. So the best way to do this in the examination is to do option testing again. I haven't given you the options here, but the best way to do it in the exam is to have options. So all you have to do is check which of them is in GP. So for that itself some may get eliminated. Okay. So how are you going to check that? Then you will check the common ratio. 1 by 9 to 9 you can check the common ratio. Now in this case we will solve it. A is equal to 1 by 9. Okay. So you want 3 terms. So 1 by 9 comma, you will get T2, T3, T4, and then you are going to have the next term which is 9. This 9th term is nothing but T5. Okay. So T5 is and this is your A. How do you find out T5? T5 is AR power 4. This is equal to 9. So A value you know is 1 by 9 into R. R we don't know. We are going to find using this. Power 4 is equal to 9. So take the 9 to the other side. R power 4 is equal to 9 into 9 is 81. 81 we all know it is nothing but 3 power. See, when we were doing these problems during class, I had asked you to write certain things on the last page of the notebook. So I am just telling it for the others who haven't, who may not have attended the class. So what you can do in your notebook or somewhere, you know, you can write 2 power 2 up to 2 power 10, then 3 power 1 up to 3 power 6 or 3 power 7. Then all the cubes, you can write the cubes of 4 up to 15 you can write. Then you can do the squares up to 30. From 2 up to 30. All these things you write somewhere and keep, you revise it, you learn it by heart. When you do these kind of problems, it will be so helpful. Okay, because 81 is nothing but 3 power 4. So R value is 3. The moment you get R value, it becomes so easy, because the second term is 1 by 9 into 3. What is 1 by 9 into 3? 1 by 3. So your second term value is 1 by 3. So the next term value becomes 1 by 3 into 3. 1 by 3 into 3 is just 3. So 1 by 3 into 3 is just 1,
ma'am.
1. So the next term becomes 3. Okay, then you have 9. Are we clear? So let us proceed sum to first n terms of a GP. So sum to first n terms, you have two formulas. One is when R is less than 1 and R is greater than 1. So let us go to the third question. We will see which formula to apply. Third and the fourth. Okay, come to the third one. Okay, we will have another volunteer read after Kausalya. Krishna Prasad.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
The sum of the series -2, 6, -18, ... to 7 terms.
Yeah, the sum of the series. Now imagine you are reading this in the examination. First thing you will be doing is evaluating whether it's the AP, GP or what is it, right? So what you should do is first think about that, whether this is an AP, GP or what it is. Okay, so the first term, in the third question, the first term is -2, the next term is 6, then you have -18 and so on. Now if I tell this is A, my second term I will be doing 6 by, because positive, negative, so I will know that this is definitely not a AP, it has to be a GP only. Okay, so in this case 6 divided by -2 will give me how much? -3. So -3 is the value of my R. R value is -3. Okay, moment we have got R value, what we have to do is we are going to find sum of 7 terms. So we will use formula number 1 or formula number 2. We will be using formula number 2 because R value is less than, sorry, not formula number 2, we will use formula number 1 because it is written the other. This is R is less than 1. Okay, R is less than 1 formula we will use. R is less than 1 formula is S7 is equal to A into 1 minus R power n divided by 1 minus R. So A value is how much? -2, 1 minus -3 raised to the power of n is 7 in this case, divided by 1 minus of -3 is +3. So 2 and 4 will get cancelled, you will have a 2 here. 3 power 7, that is why I was telling you, write it in the last page. Okay, 3 power 7 is how much? 2187. 2187 in negative, minus of that will be plus. So this will become 2188 divided by 2. So how much will that be? 1094. We have that here. Okay, are we clear?
Because it is negative 1094 numbers.
How are you getting negative?
Ma'am, our G is negative.
No, this minus, there is a minus here, no? So we have to take that into consideration. So you have a minus here, then this will be a minus here, correct. There is a minus here, so mark this with red pen. Moment we do miss out something, we will mark it with red pen. Okay. So the answer will be 1000, not this. Not this. Fourth question, read the fourth one.
The sum of the first 20 terms of a GP is 244 times the sum of its first 10 terms. The common ratio is...
Yeah. So sum of the first 20 terms, S20 is equal to 244 times the first 10 terms. Okay, 244 times the first 10 terms. So this is all information given. R is equal to question mark. One second, let me switch off wherever the sound is coming from. Yeah, so now S20, we don't know R is greater than this formula or this formula, but doesn't matter, okay, because both the sides, when we use the same formula, it will not make a difference. So A into 1 minus R power 20 divided by 1 minus R is equal to 244 times A into 1 minus R power 10 divided by 1 minus R. So we can cancel the A on both the sides, we can cancel 1 minus R on both the sides. After we do that, we are left with only these two terms. You can use 1 minus R, or you can use R minus 1 also. Either ways it is okay. Okay, it doesn't matter, it will be the same, because now I can even rewrite this as R power 20 minus 1 is equal to 244 divided by this, I can bring it to the denominator, R power 10 minus 1. Okay, so in the next step, what I can do is I can rewrite this as R power 10 the whole square minus 1 square divided by R power 10 minus 1. We have learned the formula for A square minus B square, A plus B into A minus B. We can use that formula here. When we use that formula here, we will get R power 10 plus 1 into R power 10 minus 1 divided by R power 10 minus 1 is equal to 244. So this and this will get cancelled. What you get is R power 10 is equal to 244. So R power 10 is equal to 244 minus 1 is 243. Again, it will be very helpful if you write 3 series in the somewhere in the last page somewhere, because 3 power 5 is equal to 243. So let's use that. So R square the whole power 5 is equal to 3 power 5. Both the sides that power 5 you can cancel. So R square is equal to 3, R is equal to plus or minus root 3. This will become our final answer. Are we clear? Can we proceed? Question number 4 is done.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
we use the formula A into 1 minus R power n divided by 1 minus R power R is right now.
Doesn't matter, I told
But
you.
okay, ma'am.
That's what I have also done here, no?
அது இல்ல மேம் நான் கேக்குறது. First வந்து A into 1 minus R power 20 divided by 1 minus R formula use பண்ணோம். After cancel it, why are you using R power n minus 1?
Doesn't matter, it is the same. If I take the minus out from both the places, it will become positive. If I take the minus out from here, minus out from here, it will be the same. Answer finally will be the same.
Okay.
I can, instead of writing like this, I can write it as, you want to continue like this, it will be the same. So it will be 1 minus R power 2 the whole power 10, or R power 10 the whole square. So this will become A square minus B square, 1 plus R power 10 into 1 minus R power 10 divided by 1 minus R power 10. So this will get cancelled. So this is equal to 244. So R power 10 is equal to 243. You will end up with the same thing.
Okay,
that you got here. So either way, it
Thank
will
you.
give you the same. That's why I am telling you, any formula will give you the same answer.
Okay.
Okay, we'll proceed to question number 5. Yeah, who wants to read? Lakshmi Priya?
The sum of n terms of an AP is 3n square plus 5n. Then which of its term is 60?
Okay. So here an AP question has come here, because this is after this you have some mixed questions are only there. Okay, so which of its term is 162? Sum of n terms of an AP. So this is similar to that. S1, S2, S3 you have to find. Okay, or even S1 and S2 is sufficient. S1 you can find by substituting in this. So when you substitute, you will get 3 plus 5, 8. 8 will be the first term. Second will be 3 into 4 plus 5 into 2, which is nothing but 12 plus 10, 22. So that means your T2 will be 22 minus 8, 14. Now your D value will be 14 minus 8, which is 6. So now that you have D value, you have A value, you can find out T nth term, which is 162. 162 is nothing but A plus n minus 1 into D. So which is nothing but A value is 8 plus n minus 1 into D value is 6. This will be equal to 162. So n minus 1 into 6 is equal to 162 minus 8. 154 divided by 6. One 62 minus 8 . We are not getting a round number, no? Could there be a typing error? Let me just check that. We are not getting a round number, so I think there's some mistake with this value. Let us just check that. Okay, we'll just leave it for the time being now. Let's go to the next question.
Find the sum of n times t plus t3 plus 333.
Very commonly asked in the examination, this kind of question. 3 plus 33 plus 333 and so on. So first step in this is always to remove the 3, then you will get 1 plus 1 1 plus 1 1 1 and so on. Okay, I'll mark this fifth question and keep, so that we'll correct it. Okay, then we'll multiply and divide by 9. Okay, very typical. Okay, same steps will follow if any other number is also given. Multiply and divide by 9. So you will get a 3 by 9 and inside will be 9, 99, then 999 and so on up to nth term, because it's saying clearly n terms. So up to the nth term. We will not write the nth term as of now, we will write it after some time. Okay, now this 999, 999, how we are going to rewrite this? We will write it as 10 minus 1 plus 99 is 100 minus 1, right? So 10 square minus 1, 999 is 10 cube minus 1 and so on. Now we can write the nth term as 10 power n minus 1. Okay, now that we have written it like this, we know this minus 1 is repeating n number of times. So if it is repeating n number of times, we can write it as 3 by 9 into 10 plus 10 square plus 10 cube and so on up to 10 power n minus n. I have added the 1 n number of times, so it will become a minus n. Okay. So after we do this, what we have to do is, this is nothing but a GP. GP with this is A and your R is 10 again. So you will use the formula where r is greater than 1. The formula is S10 or Sn formula is a into r power n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. So a value is 10, r value is 10, 10 power n minus 1 divided by 10 minus 1 is 9. Okay. So 3 by 9 within bracket, let's write down here 10 into 10 power n minus 1 divided by 9 minus n. So this is what we have. You can leave the final answer here, or you can simplify based on the options. This question we have not having the option, so we can stop it here. Okay students, is it fine? This is very commonly asked in the examination. Whatever number they can give you, from 111 till 999, whatever they give you, you can use the same method. Okay. Let's go to the next question, question number 7.
Find the sum of n terms of the series 0.7 plus 0. Plus 0. Plus sum to n times.
Yeah, so here this is similar to this, but just that with a decimal. What do you do? That's what I have taken here. So 0.7, 0.77, 0.777, so on up to n terms. So t-nth term, I don't know, I will find out. Okay. So now this 0.7, 0.777, how we can write it is, we can write it as 7 by 10 plus 77 by 100 plus 777 by 1000 and so on. The last term still we don't know, we will come back. After this we can take out 7 common. If you take out 7 common in this, what happens is, you will get 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 square plus 1 by 10 cube and so on up to the last one will be 1 by 10 power n. Okay. So this is what we will have. Now here this itself is a GP where the r value is less than 1. So we will use the formula r value less than 1 and find out. One minus 1 by 10 is 9 by 10. Okay, so this 10 and this 10 will get cancelled naturally. So you will be left with only 1 by 9. So you can replace this with you can write it like this, okay, or you can further simplify and write it as 7 by 9 into 1 minus 1 by 10 power n. We can do this also. Okay. Is it fine? Now with the decimal, this is what happens. Without the decimal we solved one problem, with the decimal we have solving one problem. Shall we go to the next question? The next question is on sum to infinite terms. Sum to infinite terms, this is the formula. It is possible only in a GP because only in GP the r can be less than 1. Okay, so you can find out sum to infinity terms in terms of a GP. Now let's go to the 8th question. This is the formula we are going to use. Yeah, who will read? Next person, Prachi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
The sum of the first two terms of a GP is 5 by 3, and the sum to infinity of the series is 3. The common ratio is
Sum to infinity is 3. What is the formula for sum to infinity? Sum to infinity formula is a by 1 minus r, which is equal to 3. Now sum of the first two terms. First term will be a, second term will be ar, right? This is equal to 5 by 3. So a plus ar is equal to 5 by 3. Now this is the information given. A is common. 1 plus r is equal to 5 by 3. In this case, a is equal to 3 into 1 minus r. I am arriving at from this. Here we are arriving at. So a value here will be 5 by 3 into 1 plus r. So in both the cases we have a value here also. This is equation 2. Call this as equation 1. Now both the equations you can just solve it. That is 3 into 1 minus r is equal to 5 by 3 into 1 plus r. Okay, you can bring both to the same side. 3 3s are 9. 1 plus r, 1 minus r is 1 minus r square. This is equal to 5. So next will be 1 minus r square is equal to 5 by 9. R square you bring it to the other side. So 1 minus 5 by 9 is equal to r square. So r square is equal to 4 by 9. R value is equal to 2 by 3. Okay. You can write plus or minus, doesn't matter. You can look at the options. Both plus and minus is there. Okay. So in the exam normally they will not give you like that. They will not give you both plus and a minus. 2 by 3 itself is good enough. Okay. They will give you only one of such options. Shall we go to the next question? These are all miscellaneous from all the from everywhere put together. Okay, next. Prachi, you can just continue reading.
given x, y, z are in GP, and x to the power p is equal to y to the power q is equal to z to the power nu. Then 1 by p, 1 by q and 1 by nu is equal are in
X, Y, Z are in GP means we write the relationship y square is equal to xz, correct? The middle term, square of the middle term is equal to product of the first and the last term. So and then this information is given. X power p is equal to y power q is equal to z power sigma. We will say that this is equal to k. One second, let's clear up the board a little bit. Now let's say that this is equal to k. Now if we say that this is equal to k, what happens is x is equal to k power 1 by p, y is equal to k power 1 by q, z is equal to k power 1 by sigma. This is the result that we are getting. Okay. So now using this result and using this, we know that y square is equal to xz. So y, everything we will write in terms of k. So y will be nothing but k power 2 by q. This is equal to x into z. X is k power 1 by p into k power 1 by sigma. So it's a multiplication, so you will add the powers. When we add the powers, the base you will eliminate it. So 2 by q is equal to 1 by p plus 1 by sigma. So what does this look like? This means that 1 by p, 1 by q, 1 by sigma are in AP. That is what it means, because 2 times the middle term is the first term plus the last term. Okay. So the answer for this is, it is in AP. Okay, let's go to the 10th question. Yeah, continue.
3 numbers are in AP and their sum is 15. If 8, 6, 4 be added to them respectively, the numbers are in GP. The numbers are
Yeah, so what you should do is just check the options. 3 numbers are in AP. Is A in AP? No. Is B in AP? No. Because see, it is, there's no 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7. So both are eliminated. So go ahead with option C. 3, 5, 7, it is in AP. Their sum is 15. So I've told you, to calculate quickly. 5 3s are 15 because there is a symmetry. 5 3s are 15, so sum is 15 is also satisfying. 8, 6 and 4 is added. So 3 plus 8 is how much? 11. 5 plus 6 is how much? 11. 7 plus 4 is how much? 11. Then the numbers become GP. Is it a GP? Yes. Common ratio is 1 in this case. So answer is option C, satisfying. Okay. Let's go to the 11th question. We'll quickly finish off. Yeah.
The sum of 4 numbers in GP is 60 and the AM of the first and the last is 18. The numbers are...
Okay, so you can do this question by option testing. I'm leaving it for you to try it. Okay. We'll go to the next question. 12th one.
The sum of all natural numbers from 100 to 300 which are exactly divisible by 4 or 5 is...
Underline 4 or 5. 4 or 5 means either the number should be divisible by 4 or it should be divisible by 5. So what kind of numbers will be there? So if you look at the 12th question, it will be numbers which are divisible by 4, means we'll start with 100, then 104, then 108, so on up to the last number is 300. 300 is also divisible by 4. Now coming to numbers which are divisible by 5. So again 100, 105, 110, so on up to the last number will again be 300. So you want to add all the numbers which are divisible by 4 and divisible by 5. So you want to add the numbers which are divisible by 4 or 5. 4 or 5 is similar to set theory. We have learnt union, no? A union B. Either it is in set A or in set B. So it is nothing but set A plus set B minus A intersection B. So we are going to add
Divisible by 20.
Sorry?
Yeah, divisible by 20 and then A intersection B.
Sorry?
A intersection B, ma'am. It is divisible by 20, no, ma'am.
Yeah. So we'll be doing A intersection B. We'll be removing it because we want to find out numbers which are divisible by both 4 and 5. So that will start with the number 100. 100 is common to both. So if you add it here also, if you're going to add in both the places, then it will be double counting or adding the numbers 2 times. We want to add the numbers which are divisible by 4 or 5 only. We don't want to include the numbers in both the places, right? So what actually we want to add is finally 100, 104, 105, then 108, 110 and so on up to 300. But by splitting it into 2 series, we are including this 100 in both and 300 in both. So we have to remove the ones which are common. How do you know what are common? You know 100 is common, what is 300 is common. What are the other numbers which are common? Other numbers which are common are nothing but numbers which are LCM. LCM of these two is divisible by 20. Okay, next common number will be 120. 120 will be there in both the series. So like that. Okay, we have to remove this. This is called as the intersection. Okay, so we'll find out this and this. I'm not going to solve it. I'm going to leave it to you all because we don't have that much time. And secondly, solving this is nothing but 3 APs. This is AP1, AP2 and this is an AP3. This you are going to add and this you are going to subtract. That is all. But I just want to bring your notice to the point of OR. Okay. Come to the 13th question. Prachi. Priya, you want to read it? Priya, you're there? Priya, Prachi, both of you not there? Are you all able to hear me?